What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Now, I recently did a video, and one of the brothers in the comment section wanted me to weigh in on the Stacey Dash situation. And I really didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He told me to do a video on it, and I didn't know what he was talking about, and I was looking for what he was talking about. But then at some point, good old Madame Noir came up and discussed what was going on. And shout out to brother Free Rates 101, because he said he was waiting for the Stacey Dash video. And, you know, I saw the story, and Stacey Dash says she is an angry black woman, or she was one, and she is now stepping away from politics. Now, Stacey Dash and Halle Berry, two ladies from the 90s. If you want to call them, you know, mixed, you can say that. But to be fair, Stacey Dash and Halle Berry are considered African-American actress icons. Okay? They're considered that. You know, from Mo Money to, you know, Renaissance Man. Stacey Dash wasn't African and Clueless. Stacey Dash is an African-American icon in our era, right? Especially in the 90s, the New Jack Swing, when black movies were getting popular, more mainstream in the 90s. She's that. But Stacey Dash, in the last 4 years, has had a tumultuous time. Okay? A tumultuous time. Now, it makes a lot of sense that Damon Dash is her cousin, who's also stupid. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I know you guys don't like me criticizing Dame. Dame is an idiot. Look at Jay-Z, look at Dame. There's a reason why Dame is where he's at today. There's a reason why Stacey Dash is where she's at today, which is nowhere. Okay? Now, Dash was let go on Fox a few years ago. She was hating on Black History Month. And at 54, with a lack of opportunity, this is when a lot of times women come to the understanding of their own mistakes. They don't really understand it when, you know, things are going really well for them and they're still very sexy and guys want them. But once they get to a certain age and the wall comes for women at different times, some women the wall is already there at like 19. Some women the wall doesn't come till 50. But Stacey Dash is 54 and not a lot of suitors anymore. And so now she's realized that she lived her whole life being angry. Dang music! I've lived my life being angry, which is what I was on Fox News. I was the angry conservative black woman, and at that time of my life, it was who I was. I realized in 2016 that anger is unsustainable. It will destroy you. What people don't know is I made a lot of mistakes because of the anger. Now, I want to say this. You can blame Trump. You can blame whoever else, which is what she's going to do. You know, when women decide that they want to make a confession about their own mistakes, they do so intertwined with blaming other people. So she's gonna say, you know, it's my mistake, but it was because I was supporting Donald Trump. No, your problems came before Donald Trump. See, it's always blaming somebody else while taking part of the blame. That's unaccountability. We're gonna go through Stacey Dash's dating history. Brian Lavelle, that was a white guy. You married. Nothing to do with Donald Trump. James Maybe, you was with him for 1 year. Emmanuel Zureb, and recently Jeffrey Marty, where he called the police on your ass. You've been married to 4 white men, and you've been angry. And here's the situation. You've been angry, and it had nothing to do with black men. That's the key point here we're talking about, guys. She's had all these relationships. She's swirled. She was beautiful in her prime. It had nothing to do with black men. And she got married when she was 32, because in 1989, she was 32. She's been angry for a long time, guys. And her anger cost her all these situations because nobody could tell her nothing. And this is one of the problems that a lot of people, men and women, but a lot of times, women in the black community and the African American community, they're upset. And when they're upset, it has everything to do with them being mad at the world and not fixing their goddamn problems. And like, let me say this. Everybody in the black community, both men and women, have been let down, have been hurt, have been screwed over by people. Okay? But let me tell you something. Being the angry black man or being the angry black woman, that's your problem. Okay? For example, I've had my heart broken plenty of times by women. I have had my hopes shattered by Negroes in the black community and the African American community. But do I let that stop me from the next person? No, I don't. Because why? People don't deserve my problems in their life. They didn't sign up for the shit. Okay? And similarly, for people who have issues, and you know, like a lot of times when men have issues, people always tell men, well, you know, date music, well, you have issues, mommy issues, you need to fix that. When women have issues, no one ever says that. When women have issues, it's everybody else's problem. Like, you ever go to a black restaurant in Detroit or Atlanta or a restaurant in Africa, and then you get the rude service by the chick who's dragging her feet because she's pissed off at everybody? Now, everybody has to pay for her being pissed off. You know, anybody that knows what I'm talking about, you go pay your cable bill. There's the sister at the desk. She has a goddamn attitude with you because she's mad at her boyfriend. Or at the supermarket. Like, why is it all the time when women are angry at everybody in the world gonna pay for it? You know, everybody has to suffer behind it. You know, when men have attitudes and we do that, then we're called little boys. But women they have the right to, they can be mean to everybody. And black men know what I'm talking about. If any African guy, you go to any restaurant in Africa, there's somebody who's pissed off, dragging her feet, shitty service because she's mad at somebody else. Hey, listen, no woman deserves me to be mad at her because some other woman did something wrong to me. All right? It's not her fault. She didn't sign up for this. And I will tell you, black men out there, stop being rude to women who've done nothing to you. It's weak. You know, I'm not mean to people because, oh, some other person made me mad, so I'm going to give them a shitty day. No. And if I'm angry at something, it's my responsibility to go out and fix it. Get professional help. Stacey Dash, because she was so beautiful, people allowed her, I'm going to be honest, to be a bitch all her life and angry to people because she was fine. Now you're 54. You're not being so sexy. People are not kissing your asses anymore. So now you're like, oh, it's my fault. Well, shit, I'm glad you figured out before you died. Like, women have to be accountable and understand, like, hey, you can't be blaming all these people for your mistakes. It's not Donald Trump's fault that you're not successful anymore. It's your fault. People have to understand how to work with other people and make relationships, make friendships, make partnerships. People don't like assholes. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I have assholish ways about me. I know because people tell me all the time. I know I can be a bitch ass nigga if I have to be. That's true. But I'm a likable person. People like you if you're will help you if you're likable, if you're understanding, if you're a person that, see, everybody has to be like this. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are or how ugly you are. And Stacey Dash is going to come out and say, I'm an angry black woman. That's your problem. Any black woman who is an angry black woman, it's your goddamn problem. Because there's many black women out there who are also angry, but they don't take it out on the rest of the world that cost them their situations. There's so many black women out there that have problems, they have issues. When they get up in the morning, it's not anybody else's fault. But when you're an angry person and it's somebody else's problem, you make the world your problem. Nobody wants to be around you. You can't keep husbands. You can't keep a goddamn wife. Same thing goes for you men out there. Stop blaming women for all your freaking problems. Same thing with the women. Like, listen, Life is beautiful. The world is beautiful. Stop being an asswipe because you're mad at everybody. Then you're like a Stacey Dash. At 54, you have no friends. No one likes you. No one wants to be around your ass because you're pitiful. It doesn't make any damn sense. Like, get it together. And stop making your excuses for being an angry black person. You decide to be angry because you want to be. People, you can be angry, but you don't have to stay angry. Life is too beautiful to stay angry all the goddamn time. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon, guys. I really thank you for all your support. And as you know, the buffoonery remains to an all-time high. I'm out.